Have you ever walked into an event and realized that you don't recognize a single person and a little voice in your head tells you nobody wants you here? Well, I felt those feelings, but instead of going to a party, I was planning to switch my major to computer science. When people think of somebody working in technology, they will usually picture a stereotypical nerdy guy. And as more people continue to perpetuate this stereotype, both women and men see these messages and internalize them. To fully understand why these stereotypes exist, we need to look first at who is considering entering the IT sector. On the whole, women make up a much smaller percentage of engineering majors compared to men. This shows that there is an issue with encouraging women not only to start a career in IT, but also to even be in a major that would position them for the possibility. We need to fix this problem and encourage more women to enter the tech industry, because a lack of diversity will cause our technology to become stagnant. Especially in the age of AI, we need to be more cognizant than ever of the bias that we impose on the technology we create. I've heard many people downplay the effects of a lack of diversity, even saying that we don't need feminism now because women aren't oppressed anymore. But I can show you exactly how this issue is still hurting women today. And really, it comes down to the fact that the problem is self-sustaining. And what I mean by that is women who may want to enter this field are discouraged by a lack of diversity, which only means that the next group of women are faced with the exact same daunting image. Women may not see themselves represented in this field, and that only serves to make them feel excluded and as if they do not belong there in the first place. And this is how harmful stereotypes about men being better suited to math or technology are not only perpetuated by men, but also women. But of course, men do also perpetuate this stereotype, and due to a lack of diversity, some men may even unintentionally treat their feminine coworkers differently. I have personally experienced the influence of my own biases and doubts about my belonging in this field. For example, I've gone back on my own opinions and things that I knew to be true after hearing my male peers' opinions because of my own doubts of my abilities, but I would later do research and realize that I was right and he wasn't, but because I didn't have faith in myself, I was more easily swayed. Really, the lack of women in tech is an issue that affects everyone. We need our technology to be developed by the greatest minds, but with the lack of diversity, many smart and talented women are faced with barriers, making entry into the IT sector seem daunting or even impossible. Even more so, we do not want to impose our own uncontrollable biases onto the technology we create, especially as things like generative AI become more and more prominent in daily life. And the best way to avoid certain biases accumulating is to have as diverse a team as possible building the technology. All I ask is that we can all take a moment to reflect on our own biases and how we present them in our actions. That way, we can all take steps that help increase the diversity and inclusion, not just for women in tech, but everywhere. Thank you.